So Wonder Woman is a 2017 female-led superhero movie. And this movie is about Diana Prince, who's from a hidden land called Themyscira. And she is trained to be a warrior. And when a stranger finds himself upon her land, she gets told about a war that's happening outside of Themyscira. And when she feels that she has to be there in the fight because the person that she feels is behind is basically the cause of everything. And with that, every movie has its good and its bad. So let's start off with the good stuff. So the one thing that I did like about it is that even though it is an origin story, it's still really, really enjoyable. A lot of times you can get bored with origin stories. I know a lot of times I don't like them, but it was actually pretty interesting. And I really did like how they did it. It made the origin story really, really interesting. And then when it got to the good stuff, it made that a little bit more interesting. So it was a win-win in that situation. From just the chemistry between Diana Prince, Wonder Woman, and Steve Trevor, as well as every single other person up in this movie, from just the personalities and how they interact with each other, like, it was really enjoyable. And then on top of that, I enjoyed it because it was really written well within the screenplay. And they didn't slack on the action. Like, the action scenes was actually pretty good. The fights was well choreographed. It had like a whole bunch of fast moving, slow motion, fast moving. And sometimes that can work and sometimes it won't. But it did work within this aspect. And I really enjoyed it, as well as the acting. The acting was pretty good. I know a lot of people is still kind of like doubtful of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. But I've taken to her. Not only is she sexy as hell, but at the same time, she plays a good Wonder Woman. I mean, you probably could pick a whole bunch of other different actresses that could probably play Wonder Woman just as good or better or whatever, or probably even look better in the role. But when it comes to this, I think they chose the right person. No matter what you may think, she's not built like how you think Wonder Woman should be, or she doesn't look like Linda Carter or whatever the hell. But she does good in this role. You literally could see her going further as Wonder Woman within the DCEU. And the CG wasn't the best, but at the same time, it worked for a lot of the scenes, even going towards the end. And just the overall look, it was still a dark movie, still kind of dark and gritty, but at the same time, it had a very light tone to it. It had a lot of jokes, a lot of funny moments, awkward moments, or whatever the hell, the dramatic moments, sad, or whatever. It's like you felt everything, like everything was done good. And there is a lot of humor in this movie, like just with the connection between the characters, like I said before, and that works good for the humor going along in this film. And like I mentioned briefly before, the fight at the end was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that. Some people might put it as very similar to the fight at the end of BVS, but I feel like, yeah, it's similarities, but this one was done better. It actually looked way better than the one in BVS. Even though I did enjoy that, I enjoyed this a lot more. And that brings me to the dislikes. Even though it was a lot that I did love about this movie, the one thing that I could say is the villain. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, which by now you probably should have seen it, but if not, I'm still holding back certain stuff. I'm going to have a spoiler review. It's probably going to be up by now. Yeah, should be up by now. So go check that out. The villain of this movie is one of those villains where it's like you least expect it. I don't know if that's giving away too much, but at the same time, it was like you were kind of underwhelmed by the reveal. But then at the same time, the overall look of the villain looked pretty good. So, I mean, take that for what it is. But other than that, that's really all that I can actually find that was wrong with the film. Overall, I've really enjoyed this film very much. I saw it twice in theaters, and I'm more than likely going to buy it on Blu-ray. And so with that, I give this movie a 9. It was done pretty good. Patty Jenkins did a wonderful job on this with the CG, the fighting, just the characters and everything that she was given. And this is, I guess you could say, the most successful female-led comic book superhero movie that we've ever had. And yeah, it was pretty good. And so with that said, that concludes this Take One movie review of the movie Wonder Woman. So go ahead and give this video a likes up, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.